You're watching the CW Philly Wake Up News at 8.
Joining us now is attorney Bobbie Pichini. You specialize in maritime law. Thank you very much for being here. Your firm handled the Pier 34 collapse in May of 2000.
Just down the river
and
from there, yeah.
That's right. You know a lot about this topic and this area in particular.
What caught your ear as you were listening to the press conference that started, about 10 minutes ago?
Well, it brought me back to the Pier 34 collapse with the, first of all, the murkiness of this water and the terror of being in that kind of situation. We've also heard for the first time that there were some significant injuries, as well as, of course, our concern over the these two missing young people. And some of the details about what may have happened to them are very sobering, and I'm sure is causing a great deal of distress for their family members who are watching. So we're looking at that, and I'm struck by how difficult such an investigation is, even with marshaling the kinds of investigative people that we've already seen doing a beautiful job. We've got currents that are moving. We've got the necessity to open up the waterways again so that we can go forward with that. Continued searching and trying to recover, hopefully, survivors. So there's a lot of things going on there, and it looks like there's a very comprehensive investigation going on. A lot of facts we don't know yet. A lot of facts about communications. The word communication came up.
Sure did.
And
typically, how long does an investigation like this take? I mean, they described the conditions underwater, and, you know, the gentleman said, close your eyes, and that's pretty much all you can see.
Well, there's various phases that go on. There's an immediate phase of investigation that will be going as quickly as possible in order to capture those facts and those circumstances that may change.
Right.
Things do change. And then there will be continuing investigation. We've heard about certifications. We're going to have to see what went wrong with the duck boat. Why did it fail? Now, we know this was one of those duck boats that, like many of them, they're amphibious vessels originating in World War II. They landed in Normandy. They worked in the Pacific. This one apparently is of that vintage, but of course it has been rehabbed since then. So we'll be looking at all of the things. Why did it fail? And then again, as we know from what the Coast Guard has told us before, they're looking as to who knew what and when did they know it in terms of communication, who could see what and when could they see it, the actual geometry, sight lines, etc. They'll be looking at whatever debris and investigative I guess it is debris that's left, and talking to eyewitnesses. We had a number of eyewitnesses, as well as officials, non-officials, people taking pictures with cell phones, and examining all of those things. Very dramatic. You covered a picture this morning of the
barge
duck
just
boat
as it's
actually being hit. That was a very dramatic shot.
And as we learned during the press conference, they know exactly where the boat is, and it's resting, I think he said, on its wheels. On its wheel. It has been tagged, and once again, the conditions are such that they will not be diving down this morning because, as you said, close your eyes, and that's what it looks like. They don't know if there could be possibly bodies there. They're still waiting to find out. It's going to be a long time coming. That is there's the picture you were talking about right there. That is just amazing.
That is,
you know, I read somewhere that some of the passengers said they had about 45 seconds to grab their life preservers and figure out what to do. Not much time, and you think a barge like that moves rather slowly, but I suppose when it's right up on the boat that you're in.
And bottom line,
the question is, was it moving slowly enough under the conditions? Was there being, were they maintaining the kind of visibility they should have been maintaining and speed with the density in the water so that they could avoid or stop in time? So those are all the hard questions for the investigation. Again, what did they know, when did they know it, and what were the communications?
Long way to go. Bobbie Pichini, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your insight. Once again, they are still searching, but as you heard a little while ago, the search and the hope is starting to fade just a little bit.